Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. Welcome back to the Top 5 series where every single Saturday we try to vote for next week's Top 5 episode to hopefully beat the Top 5 best workshop game modes. And every single time I mention it, it just gets worse and worse. So why do I do this to myself? Well, I just hate myself, I guess. But joke's on you because that means I can plan for any Top 5 video that I want to do. And that's what's happening with today's episode because we're going to be looking at the Top 5 best fan-made heroes in Overwatch. I feel like the Overwatch community is one of the most creative communities out there, for better and for worse. A lot for worse because, man, sometimes when I'm looking for skins for heroes, some of the Rule 34 stuff. But this time around, we're going to be looking at the extremely creative side of the Overwatch community. Because when it comes to fan-made skins, you just really got to establish an idea or create a design for an already made hero. You just got to work around the framework or the silhouette that's already been made for you. Here, it's completely from scratch. It's from the ground up, and you have to create an idea that is not like any other hero that we've already seen before. Plus, you also got to make the hero look cool, and if you have some skins already made for that hero, that's an added bonus too. And that's really what determined what was going to be on this list, was the creative aspect, was the unique aspect, was if it was going to be something that would actually be useful in Overwatch, because so many times you can create a gun-like hero, and we have 6 of those kind of heroes already. But if you can include primary forms of fire, abilities, ultimates, or straight up hero designs of stuff that we have never seen before in the game that would work not only as a unique hero, but as an actual useful hero, then yeah, that would be a great and well-rounded hero idea. And that's ultimately what decided what heroes were going to be on this list. But before doing that, vote top right red arrow being okay, the top 5 best workshop game modes versus the top 5 best passive abilities. Vote for next week's episode, which will ultimately be the top 5 best passive abilities. And let's just get this video started, bruh. So beginning our list at number 5, which honestly, this list isn't a ranking or a tier list. It's just pretty much a number system where number 5 isn't necessarily worse or better than number 1. But at number 5, it's gonna be this very unique hero that transforms into a hyena, and this is gonna be Akata. The whole gimmick of this hero is gonna take inspiration from Winston's Primal Rage, where you have this normal looking dude with this flamethrower, but every single time you use your ultimate ability, you're going to be able to transform into a bloodthirsty hyena with 2 major machetes just going at the enemy. So again, it's just like Primal Rage where you transform into something animal-like, even though Winston's already, no, he's a scientist, he's not a monkey. But what's unique about this is that you have 2 melee weapons that you can just go to town on. It kind of reminds me of the assassin from the Retribution event, how they just have 2 blades as arms and they're just kind of going at you with the blades. Why am I like this? Because the rest of the hero kit is pretty standard if you just think about May's kit, because the primary form of fire is just a flamethrower. Just think about it like instead of ice, it's fire. But then the abilities are somewhat unique too, because you have this molten cocktail that you can throw as an AoE damage ability to block off paths like say a choke on Hanamura or say a point on Oasis or whatnot. So a very standard hero, but when it comes to the ultimate and the hero design, like the transformation of this regular hero into a hyena, that is what makes me want this hero in the game. I love when heroes transform, and especially into more animal-like stuff. I promise I'm not a furry. Now this next hero is going to be extremely unique, which again was a big factor when deciding what was a cool hero design, is if it's something completely different, whether it's the hero kit or just the design. And this one is going to take the inspiration of say a companion type hero, and this is going to be Naya. Now when it came to this hero specifically, what drew me to this hero was the obvious 2 guard dogs. What I really like about Overwatch is the use of companions, but I don't really think they have enough emphasis. When you think of May's Snowball, yeah, they're companions, but you just use Snowball as an ultimate. Half the time you kind of forget that it's an AoE ultimate ability that is caused by your companion. Bob is somewhat of a different story, but just look at that companionship. People love Bob more than Ashe. So same thing with Naya. What I really like about this is that the ability is 2 guard dogs that's able to go do their own thing. But a game-breaking moment that you have to consider is having both of these AI guard dogs and Bob on the same field just attacking you. That is way way too much firepower and way too much AI. But even if you were just to remove both of these guard dogs, look at her weapon. It's a freaking scythe. Think of Reinhardt's hammer, but replaced with a scythe. So that alone would be dope, but then it could transform into a metal piercing beam. So that's another reason why I love this hero. Yes, the dogs are cute, but you have a 2-in-1 weapon that transforms, and that's one feature that I would love to see more done in Overwatch, is a weapon that can do more than just shoot a beam or shoot a bullet. Say Torbjorn's Rivet Gun. It's a shotgun, but it's also somewhat of a sniper. Not really, but that's the closest comparison I have. But if you don't think there's enough melee heroes in Overwatch, this next hero is gonna satisfy your needs because it takes inspiration from both Genji and Pharah and combines it into one, and this lady's name is gonna be Jade. Now, while a lot of these heroes don't really have a story, this one already has an established idea that kind of defines her character, because this is gonna be Pharah's sister, which is why I say it's Pharah and Genji, even though Jade has no affiliation with Genji besides the sword. But when you really take the idea of Pharah, yeah, there's gonna be some heavy inspiration when you look at Jade, all for the sole purpose of she is able to fly. Now, if she's able to fly permanently like how Pharah can, I'm not really too sure, but just having that aspect there in the form of this hero being able to jump high in the sky, fly high in the sky, but then have some aerial attacks is something that I really love, because that's where the sword comes into play. You're able to actually use your ultimate and slam your sword on the ground and do a bunch of damage. Think of like Doomfist's ultimate, except a lot cooler because it's with this BA girl with the freaking sword and armor. Now, if they can somehow make this hero just have a sword, I think she'll be just as cool. But for gameplay purposes, her primary form of fire will have this dinky little pistol too, where she's able to do long range attacks after you charge it a bit, or do short range attacks if you just kind of pew pew a little bit. But the sword is the reason why we're playing this hero. We're not trying to play with that dinky pistol. We want to slice and dice some weebs in Overwatch. So whoever made Jade, which again, all the links of all these creators will be in the description below, thank you for bringing this hero to life in the form of this tiny little backstory. I love your comic. All these hero designs are beautiful, but especially this one. Now, you guys know I'm a sucker for cute and adorable things. Probably because I'm cute and I'm gonna stop me right there because we know that's not true. But that's why I love Mei, and that's why I also love Hammond, because they're cute and adorable. But this next hero design and this character is the definition of cute and adorable. This is a doggo hero. This is a good boy hero. This is Rescue. I have wanted a good boy hero in Overwatch for the longest time. And what I love about Rescue specifically, other than just the doggo aspect, is his emphasis around health packs. Because while he is a support hero, he's not a support hero in a sense of healing you with like his saliva or his bite or his pee. But his emphasis around going and fetching health packs. Wanna know the only hero that deals with health packs? Sombra. Definitely not Genji and the rest of the heroes, only Sombra. So him being able to go and get health packs and that being his form of support and delivering to you like you're playing fetch, oh my god, it would be the cutest concept. But if that part about Rescue didn't win you over, how about his primary form of fire being straight up laser beams? Laser beams! A fluffy boy with an ability that makes him go super fast like Sonic, that can fetch you health packs, and his primary form of fire is laser beams. Come on now, you want that hero, I want that hero, but wanna know who doesn't want that hero? Freaking PETA, man. PETA's gotta ruin all the fun. So I have a solution to get PETA off our back, even though we have scientists in the forms of monkeys and Hammonds in this game. Make Rescue an Omnic dog. That would be even cooler! A robot dog that fetches health packs and pees motor oil. Come on, Blizzard, make this a thing. Now, even though that dog hero takes the #1 spot in my heart, it has to be at #2, even though it's not necessarily better or worse than this next hero. But this hero has so much going for it because there's already a 3D model, there's already some highlight intros, there's a hero design, the hero kit's obviously made, that it's deserving of the #1 spot. Mario and Tim, wow, you did an amazing job when creating this hero, which is gonna be named Zayman. Now, I don't know how to describe Zayman other than just the toxic version of Junkrat, which is already toxic. Because basically what Zayman's all about is poison, is toxic, just like the Overwatch community. Zamin has two different forms of fire, where the first one is pretty standard. It's just this thing that shoots at long range, but it's really the second form of fire that's interesting because he's able to shoot this poison mist or this gas at short ranges that pushes the enemy back because they're taking damage over time from this toxic mist. So again, it takes the first thing that I love about hero designs and having the ability to transform or have two different forms of fire. But then Zamin also takes the companion aspect about hero design that I love in the form of the snake chamber ability, where he's able to send a snake go and bite the enemy team, and then after he bites them and does damage, this mist explodes out of him because he explodes himself, which not only does a little bit of damage, but also pushes the enemy back even farther. But if that wasn't enough toxic for you Hanzo and Genji mains, then you're gonna have a field day with his ultimate, because Zamin sets this hookah bar-like thing in the middle of the point, and this toxic mist goes everywhere, obviously when doing damage on the enemy team. But something that I would love to see this ultimate also do is give your team some heals. Now, that might seem a little bit like counterintuitive because it's a toxic mist, but if Ana can have a grenade that can do damage and also heal your team, why can't this ultimate? But the more I think about it, something that I would love to see Zamin have is some form of anti-heal ability, because there's only one hero in the game that can ensure the enemy team cannot heal, and that's Ana with her anti-grenade. But sometimes you gotta use that on yourself or just use it on your team, and you can't always just use it to ensure the enemy team can't have heals. But if maybe Zamin's poison mist as a secondary primary form of fire can be that anti-heal mist, I think would be somewhat unique, and you can have this powerful dynamic with Zamin and Ana. Again, it's just an idea, but all these heroes have very unique ideas that I think would have a place in Overwatch. Now, we have seen some gimmicks in the past, like with Hammond and his Wrecking Ball, or Orisa being a combination of a bunch of heroes, but really, when it comes to the Overwatch community, and even Blizzard themselves, every single hero is special in my heart, except for Hanzo. And whether they bring some of these heroes into the game or not, I'm still gonna love whatever Blizzard comes up with next, because that's honestly the reason why I play Overwatch, are for the heroes. Every single hero is just unique, different, annoying in their own special way, and that's why I love this game. There's no other game like Overwatch, and at its core, it's because of the heroes, and that's why I really wanted to do this video, because the Overwatch community has some amazing ideas that I really wanted to share with you guys. So anyway guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to leave down your own hero concepts in the form of comments down below, then please do so. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.